Hello and good day. I'm Cecil Stewart. Today we will discuss using a scout vehicle to capture GPS coordinates. Let's jump right in and review the requirements and procedures. You will need the following: a LM200 meter running underbody software with GPS and equipped with a cellular modem or Bluetooth, a barcode reader, route sheet, and a Smashbox, and LoadMan Fleet Manager version 6.01.05 or newer. The procedure associates each service in LFM with a GPS coordinate and consists of the following three steps: configure geofence settings in LFM, create a route, add stops to the route, and download the route to the LM200 meter. And 3. Have office personnel run the route. From the LoadMan Fleet Manager main menu, select Tools, Advanced Settings, Geofence Settings, and select both checkboxes to geofence loads as data is collected, and save load data lat long to service if not already set. And just leave the geofence detection radius at the default and click OK. My goal here is to create a route that includes all or many of my customers, download the route to the LM200 meter, and have office staff run the route to capture the GPS coordinates of each load site. Before I do that, let's go to customers. You will notice in the customer database there is no latitude or longitude, no GPS data for my customers. So the object of this exercise is to actually populate those fields with accurate GPS data. So let's go back to routes. I'll be using the exact method you would use to create a single route, but instead of creating a single route, I will create a group of routes to accomplish my goal. So from this menu, click on Add for Add a Route. Click on the checkbox for Group of Routes. Give the route a name. Assign the route to a truck and assign a driver, and click OK. And here is my newly created route. Now I need to add stops to this route. I'll click on Edit Stops, and here are my available routes, which include all my route stops. I can select the first one, hold the Shift key down, and select the last one to select the whole group of routes and move them into routes in the group. They're already selected, so I can say reverse the order. I can move one down, or I can move one up. I can move them around till they're in the appropriate order for the route to be run. And then I will click OK. Now all I need to do is to download this route to the LM200 and have staff run the route. To download it, all I have to do is make sure my route is selected and click on Download, and the download is finished. It's a short route, so it didn't take a whole lot of time. Now we're ready to have the staff member go run the route. Okay, here is the exact kit that staff would use when they use a scout car to capture GPS information for each stop on the route. Right now it's flashing Rite Aid. Let me just show you. All I need to do is scan a barcode, and this is one for McDonald's, and it would pop up McDonald's. That's Rite Aid, and it would just pop up Rite Aid. So all staff would need to do is to make sure they're at the right location. If I was at Starbucks, I'd click on, or rather scan the Starbucks one and hit the green button on the Smashbox. It would just go ahead and record the load. And you just do the same thing for each stop on the route, and you'll have effectively collected all the GPS information for every stop on the route. And that's it. After running the route, we have populated our database with accurate GPS coordinates for each load site. Let's take a look at our data in LoadMan Fleet Manager. Let's click on Load Data, and we'll select a load site and click on Maps, and we're able to view that load site on the map, and by hovering over the icon we can actually get additional information such as the GPS coordinates of the load site, the customer name, the customer address, and so on. Let's close that, and let's browse over to the right, and you will notice that we have load lat and load lon in addition to service lat and service lon. If you recall, when we did the setup, we said if the service lat and lon does not exist, populate it with the load side service lat lon. And so that's the reason why we have this updated. Okay, let's close out of here and let's look at our customer database. And within the customers, if you recall, when we first started, there was no latitude or longitude in this database. Now it's been populated, and we can actually click on this particular record and view it on the map. We can close out, and actually if you click on Maps up here, you'll be able to see all your load sites. You can view additional information about each load site by hovering over the icon. And here's one way out here and another way down here. And actually you can change your view to just look at a part of the map, or you can change your view to look at everything. We can also view by regions. So if I click here, I can see the ones that are in this region, and if we had a second or third region, you'd be able to see those too. We have successfully captured GPS information for our database, and we're now able to use a host of features within LoadMan Fleet Manager.